Hey you guys, welcome back to Live Review. I hope you're doing very nice, and I'm saying a lot of hugs and positivity to all of you. In today's video, I'm going to be recommending 10 books that will help you to build self-discipline, which is one of the most important ingredients of success. No matter what your success looks like, no matter which area of life you want to succeed in, self-discipline is so important. It comes handy when you don't have motivation, when you don't have inspiration, and there are days that are super hard and you are not able to get off your bed and you do not want to go out. That is where self-discipline is very important. You need to discipline yourself if you truly want to thank yourself later on and build the life you want for yourself. Right after completing a task that you think you did not want to do, you will thank yourself. Now here is the thing, this does not mean that you start beating yourself up, but you do what you can do. If you cannot work out for 30 minutes today, then you work out for 10 minutes today. In the end, what matters is that you show up and do a little and self-discipline yourself. Always remember, action comes first. If you keep reading and do not take action, it's useless. These are the kind of books that you don't just read and forget about, but imply and apply in your life every single day. Let's begin. This video is divided in 5 sections. In each section, I'm recommending 2 books, one for a beginner, one for an avid reader. The first section is to avoid procrastination, which is I am a procrastination queen, and there are deeper reasons as to why a human being procrastinates. Maybe they don't want to fail at something. It is usually an emotional reason more than like a physical laziness. Now these 2 books will help you to avoid procrastination, understand yourself better, work with yourself better, and do the things that mean a lot to you. For beginners, I would like to recommend Eat That Frog by Brian Tracy, which gives you 21 tips and lessons to avoid procrastination. This book will also help you to get over your mental state and help you look deeper within yourself and understand why you procrastinate, and then help you to get out of it. The language is very easy and the structure is very simple, because of which I'm recommending it to any beginner out there. So if you are a beginner and you procrastinate a lot, read this book. For all the advanced readers out there, I want to recommend No Excuses by Brian Tracy. Now this is the Hindi version that I have, which has helped me a lot. It is very heavy. The content is a lot. There are so many things that you need to learn from this book, which is why I won't recommend it to a beginner. It helps you to understand why you are lazy, how to stop making excuses, get your butt up and do what you want to do, and be self-disciplined, and the power of self-discipline. Next section is to build new habits, which is extremely important. Successful people are not successful because they do a huge thing in one day and then they do nothing. They do small things every single day. They have a habit of a small action that they do every single day, and that one habit helps them to achieve success, which is why you need to understand how habits are formed and certain tips and techniques that will help you to do so. For all the beginners out there, I want to recommend Miracle Morning by Hal Elrod. This book is so good because it will first and foremost help you to build habits that you can follow in the morning and help you to achieve an amazing morning routine, which of course I do not say that you have to follow each and everything given in Miracle Morning, but you can create your own morning routine based on it. And as soon as you create a morning routine for yourself that is helpful, it will become easier for you to learn how to build more difficult habits. And as soon as you are done with building morning habits and a morning routine and you're consistent with it, you can go ahead and read the advanced book that will help you to build habits, which is Atomic Habits by James Clear. This again is a very beginner friendly book. I wouldn't say that it is difficult to read, but I think that if you are just starting out and you're the laziest person in the world like me, then Miracle Morning will be a little dosage that will help you to get out of your bed. And once you do that, only then you can think about building bigger habits. As soon as you think about building bigger habits, that is when this book comes in hand. You can read this book and then form whatever habit it is that you need in your life. There are 4 human laws in this book that help us to understand what are the 4 reasons human beings like to do something, and what are the 4 reasons why human beings avoid to do something, and how we can use those 4 laws to our benefit and build all the habits that we need to build in order to have a successful life. Next is how to build self-discipline, or the importance of self-discipline, or the importance of doing a little bit every single day. For all all the beginners out there, I want to recommend a book called Self-Discipline by Martin Meadows. He is one of the most underrated authors in the whole world. I love that guy. His books are so easy to read. They are so short to read, so if you are a beginner, this is going to be amazing for you. You will understand the definition of self-discipline, how important it is, and how you can build it up. As soon as you're done with this book and you think that you are applying it enough in your life, the next book that you can read as an advanced reader is The Compound Effect. I love this book. I actually judged this book a little bit before because of its title. I really thought it's something about financial freedom or something, but it turned out to be an amazing book when it comes to self-discipline. It teaches us how the compound effect in our financial life, or in math, where you do something a little bit every single day and then at the end of the day it stacks up and gives you the results. The same thing happens with us in our life, with our habits, with everything that we want to do, and with every action that we take. The consequences, the results of every single action, every single choice that you make all add up every single day, every single hour, every single minute, and at the end of the year, at the end of the day, at the end of the week, at the end of the month, you get to see the results. It makes self-discipline a very pleasing and easy habit to attain, and I love this book. Again, the language of this book again is easy. Even if you are a beginner, you can read it. Why I recommended the other book is because if again you cannot even get out of bed, then forget about the compound effect. First read Self-Discipline by Martin Meadows, and then once you get the hang of it a little bit for at least a month, you can go ahead to the compound effect and change your life. Next up, we have books that will help you to build self-discipline in a very psychological manner. For every beginner out there, I would like to recommend Slight Edge. Again, one of my most favorite books ever. I again judged the book by its cover, but then I read it and I was like, it is all about the psychology of doing a little bit every day, and how every single day you're creating a slight edge and moving ahead and making a difference in your own wall, in your own building, whatever you want to think. Read the book to understand the entire philosophy of slight edge, but majorly the book is helping you to understand how habits are so important and how doing something little by little but with consistency is the most important in the whole world. For all the advanced readers out there, I have The Power of Habit by Charles Duhigg. This again dives deep into the psychology of habit, how we build habit, how do humans function, what does it take for them to build a new habit, all those kind of things. You will learn a lot about it in Atomic Habits also, but if you solely want to dive deep into only psychology and not action steps or not practicality, then this is your book. Which means, for example, you do know the techniques that you can practice, but you don't feel like doing it, you don't feel like getting out of your bed because your head is not letting you get out of your bed. You feel some kind of like, something pulling you back. That is when you need these books. Last but not the least section, and very important, is how to build focus. Because if you do not have focus, then all of this shit is useless. Focus and self-discipline really go hand in hand. You need focus to build self-discipline, and you need a lot of self-discipline to build focus. For all the beginners out there, I would like to recommend Deep Work by Cal Newport. This really dives deep into how to build focus, why it is important, blah blah, all those things. Very easy to read but very difficult to imply, so take your time with it, but it is very important. And for all the advanced readers out there, I would like to recommend The One Thing. Again, the language of The One Thing is easy, but you first need to start with Deep Work and then go ahead to The One Thing. You can start with The One Thing if you think you can start. You know yourself better, so choose your book according to yourself. The One Thing will help you to understand the importance of focusing on the one major thing that is the core thing that is helping you to build everything else above it. That one thing is the first piece in the domino effect, that first domino tile that you have to hit, and then everything else just keeps following ahead and things just turn out to be amazing. It helps you to understand how focusing on one thing in every single area of your life, relationship, health, business, personal life, everything, will help you to grow way more than thinking about 10,000 things, dividing your focus and not being able to achieve anything. That is it, you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. I really hope it was helpful enough, and I hope you get at least one book to pick up that will change your life. I will see you guys very soon. Please do share, subscribe, like, bell button, all those great things. I love you so much. Bye.